Yo, how's it going, everyone? Hold on a second here. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I thought there was something wrong with my stream key for a second. How's it going, everyone? Ryan, good to see ya. As Indecisive, Malinky, Yuki, all the usual suspects in the chat. What's up? So we are here at the end of MGS2, waking up to Arsenal gear. Jesus Christ. I don't know if this is good for the brain, doing this shit first thing in the morning right after you wake up. I've barely had breakfast. I don't know if I'm ready for this shit. Q Dog, what's up? How's it going, everyone? Let's see. No weapons. Okay. No items. So no weapons and no items. Where did they go? If we look in here, we can see that it's just like MGS1 with the cell. What's crazy about the cell over there as well is that that is the same texture from MGS1. The same texture on the bed. I'm not sure if DRK was talking about this at all before he signed off. But yeah, if you look over there, you can see that's the same PS1 texture on the bed. I think it was Bad Humans that initially brought that to my attention. Never even thought about it, but then as soon as he said it, I was like, oh yeah, look at it. That's straight up the same PS1 texture. I don't think anything else here is like literally taken from MGS1. It's kind of cool to see that locker. The texture isn't the same, but it's like a type of locker design that you don't see anywhere in MGS2. But you do see in MGS1. But it is a higher res model. Although it looks like it might have been like deliberately toned down to look older. Like it's not a PS1 model, but it like the quality of the texture work doesn't look as good as what you generally have in MGS2, I think, for lockers. Wonder did they try to make it like look deliberately old. Here we have medicine. If we stop to look at our map in Arsenal Gear, we just get this. This is our pause screen, you know, and we do this up on the big shell. We get that map of the big shell when you press the start button. But when we reach Arsenal Gear, it's like a whole new world, and we have to interact with a node again before we can get our map. But this is what happens at first when you press start. You just get a simple little pause screen. And then that changes significantly once we interact with our first node here. I'll go back to previous, I guess. Let's turn on the radar as well, just for the hell of it. Yeah, so now when I pause the game and press start, we get our map of Arsenal Gear. So on the big shell, you would get your more traditional map showing you the layout of all the struts and everything. But once we get to Arsenal Gear, this is our map when we log into a node. This is our representation of Arsenal Gear, which is a little bit more abstract. But just like the map of the big shell, I think what we're supposed to be seeing here is some kind of representation of Arsenal Gear, which is a turtle. This is a reference to the mythological world turtle, which is a thing in certain cultures. This turtle that holds the world on its back. And this is supposed to symbolize what Arsenal gear is. Arsenal gear is shaped like a turtle with the big shell protecting it. The shell on its back. That's where we spend most of the game, up on the shell of the turtle. And now we are inside the turtle's body, inside the stomach. And yeah, just this idea of it holding the world on its back is interesting. Just considering that this is where the AI is being stored. This AI that is designed to shape history, control information, create the context of our lives. Yeah, we are inside the turtle holding the world on its back. And that sort of Ouroboros snake around it is interesting as well. But yeah, interesting what they do with the symbolism here. Apparently this was inspired by Pinocchio, of all things, as well. If you watch the making of MGS2, Kojima said that this was inspired by Pinocchio getting eaten by the whale. And I guess you could compare Raiden's character to Pinocchio in a way as well, you know? His identity crisis, trying to become real. You know, MGS2 is all about the unreal, and Raiden trying to become his own man. Trying to become a real boy. And he even encounters his father figure inside the turtle. Like Pinocchio. Except I think Pinocchio saves his father. He comes in here to save his father, not to fucking kill him. Raiden comes here to kill him. His foster father. Johnny with the 19 months. Thank you very much. But yeah, I remember being just so confused by this the first time I saw it and just didn't really think much of it. But then, yeah, it was quite interesting once I looked a bit more into it. Thought about it a bit more. It's interesting just, you know, because this is the map. This is what is usually our map. A representation of where we are. And that's what it still is, but not something that we can really use mechanically. There's some interesting cut ideas related to this section as well. Like originally we were going to have to hold a button so Raiden would hold onto his crotch. And if you let go of that button at any point during this sequence, bang, mission failed, game over. Sorry, you're not allowed to see that. So this was actually supposed to be, we were actually supposed to grab onto Raiden's crotch by controlling something. There was supposed to be an input for holding on to Raiden's crotch. But they got rid of that idea. That would have been funny. Hey, what's up, Twice? How's it going? Okay, I think we can head through to the next area. That would have been great. Yeah, it would have been hilarious. You know... Why are you holding on to your crotch, Raiden? See, he knows. There's no one here. Well, you know, I guess. Cameras. You never know who could be looking. Even outside of the player.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
The casual threat. So interesting. Here he says that this is a type of role-playing game. And this is the first part of the game that really highlights the dog tags. Raiden has lost everything but the dog tags that have our name imprinted on them. Like a role-playing game. Raiden assuming our identity, whatever we choose to put on him. He's lost everything but the tags. Makes you wonder if he needs the tags to keep his connection to the player. Maybe we wouldn't be able to control him anymore if we didn't have the tags. And of course, that's his defining character moment at the end of the game. When he throws away the tags. Like that moment of liberation. We get some interesting calls here if we call him back.
Raiden, rendezvous with that man and get your gear back. There's a door on the northeast, second level. Get yourself over there. Raiden, you won't be able to hang, throw, or chokehold anyone in your current state.
Why not?
Is it really necessary to ask? It's just not a good idea to perform those maneuvers. There could be complications.
Oh, really, Jack? Do we have to spell it out for you? Really?
Raiden, with nothing to protect your body, any attack you sustain will cause greater damage than usual. Avoid combat at all costs.
Is there an explanation for Raiden's tattoos? I remember reading some weird shit a while back related to the tattoos, but I can't remember. I think I remember Heitai posting about it on Twitter, but I can't remember. Yeah, there's numbers you can make out on his chest, like there, that 57, 55, or whatever that is. I think I remember Heitai talking about it in relation to Liquid's arm as well, and the markings that are on Liquid's arm. And there possibly being some connection between those markings or something like that. But obviously on a surface level, you know, it just makes him out to be a sort of unreal kind of thing, a product. You know, it makes him look mechanical almost.
Raiden, with no...
Hey, what's up, Shizzle?
Colonel, is this?
Right. The famous mass production Metal Gear. That entire section seems to house a maintenance line for Metal Gears.
Jack.
I'm all right.
Those mass production Metal Gears are in adjustment phase. They're not a threat. But it's entirely possible that there's an operational Metal Gear somewhere ahead. Stay focused. Raiden, be on the lookout. Those soldiers are outfitted with special gear.
Roger. Armed with what?
Probably arsenal gear equipment called Tengu. The suits use exoskeleton technology to augment human strength and improve mobility with artificial muscles. Not the kind of opponent you want to take on without your weapon or other equipment. You'll just have to move about without being seen. Understood? Raiden, temperatures in that area appear to be real low.
Yeah, just like a refrigerator.
Maybe to keep GW frozen. High temperatures are forbidden for fiber optic neural AI processors.
Don't catch a cold.
Love that. Don't catch a cold in the middle of all this fucking madness. Be careful now, dear. Don't catch a cold. But it's true, you can catch a cold here. We did find some medicine though, so we're good.
Raiden, rendezvous with that man and get your gear back. There's a door on the... Raiden, rendezvous with that man and...
Okay, we're done.
Put the enemy into the sight. Send there.
There!
No problem here. Huh? I wish I had that. Return to your positions. Tighten security.
And off he goes.
All units exercise extreme caution.
Such a great little detail. What if the player triggers an alert and then comes back here for an evasion sequence? Such a cool little evasion sequence. How does it play out if we just hide in a locker? Will he check the locker?
Who's there? Put the enemy into the sight. Send additional.
New York, 52nd Street. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, he goes all the way over there. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Oh, wow, he's being thorough here.
Return to your positions. Tighten security. Understood. All units exercise extreme caution.
Maj the Stampede as well. Thank you for the 11. I don't think I thanked you earlier. Johnny with the 19 as well again. Cheers, guys. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you call Jack? Jack, I was serious when I said I wanted you to propose to me.
Rose?
I was really worried. There are times when it seems like you're not really looking at me and that if I looked away for a moment, you'll disappear. I wanted to make sure you couldn't get away. I thought that if we lived together, maybe things would change. That maybe we could change things ourselves. But that wasn't the problem. There was something deeper.
I'm sorry.
I guess it's impossible for me.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Jack. I love you. I really do. Please believe me. Whatever happens.
Rose?
Bye, Jack.
Funabashi City. So for some reason, these area names change. Azabu Juban. You have New York 52nd Street, Funabashi City, Azabu Juban, Aoyama Nikome. What's weird about this as well is that the yeah, like this is just gonna stay as this now. Every time I go back, it's gonna be Aoyama Nikome, or however the hell you pronounce it. But if I stay for a couple of minutes in this area, it will change. The name of that area... The name of that area changing is dependent on the amount of time I spend in this area. It's really odd. Chome. Ayama ni Chome. Someplace in Japan.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Don't get pissy, Colonel. Another call straight away.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
I've only just started, Colonel. But I mean, I guess I have played a lot of the game in total over the years. You're right. So with that call where he tells you to turn the console off, he's remixing things from other Metal Gear games. In the very first Metal Gear on the MSX, Big Boss tells you to turn off the console as well when you get to the very end of the game. And the rest of what he says about the alien abduction story, that ties into VR missions. In MGS VR missions, there's a collection of missions where you fight against UFOs, which are glowing orange objects. And when you get to the final UFO VR mission, you fight a giant saucer. And it's like a DPS race. If you don't get rid of all its health in time, it sucks you up inside of it, and you see this bright white light cover the screen, and then you get the mission failed text on the screen, and you have to try again. So that call is actually alluding back to the original Metal Gear and also VR missions. Ooh, I'm gonna stay here just to be safe. I can't remember all the differences between the VR missions, the versions.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Speaking of Metal Gear 1, sometimes you'll get that right after the console call, which always feels fitting. The Ouroboros going back to the original again. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh!
There's somebody there.
Thank God they're so blind. The Tengus are way blinder than the Gerlukovich soldiers.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
But... Master, thank you for the 89. Go, 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 go.
Kawanishi, Osebuchi, Kino no Bubashi, Takayama, Ukusu no Mori, Suzu Mikatani, Tada, Yorano, Ichi no Tori, Umino, Yamashita, Sasabe, Afutai, Takudai, Myokenbuchi. Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home. An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves. I was a North American fall webworm in my past life. Ah, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
Hey, Jack.
Rose, the Colonel is acting strange.
Oh? I haven't heard from him in a while.
What do you mean? Isn't he there?
No, I'm by myself.
You're telling me you've never met the guy either?
No. And they blindfolded me when they brought me here.
I've never seen his face.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I've never seen his face. We've been seeing his face for the whole game.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola. President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Hold on one sec, guys.
Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry. I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
There we go. The classic.
Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Galluade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete.
You can see the name of the area written on the wall here. It's kind of hard to make out completely, but above the code there, you can see ascending colon. W0043, that's the code of the area. I assume, anyway.
You got a PSG-1? You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Meryl. Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate.
This one again?
I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
Oh, maybe I got all of them now. I thought we had a few to get. I didn't think you... I thought you only started getting older ones when you've done all of them. Oh, I guess we have done all of them, okay. You unlock more of them after the next cutscene. Lots more of them.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose! What's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
Where's my gear?
Right over there. That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades. Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Alright, so here we are with our swords tutorial. I have sea lice in my inventory again. God damn it, I don't want sea lice. No rations for this section prepared. That's okay. Snake will give me some rations, but it would have been nice to have some. Dread Pirate, thank you very much for the 19. That's Kiefer? Oh no, poor Kiefer. How did Kiefer become a sea lice? Did I just kill poor Kiefer? How did Kiefer become a sea lice? No, I want to be able to have fun during the Tengu fight, you know? I want to be able to run around and get silly. So I want to use rations. Dread Pirate, thank you very much for the 19. Master, thank you for the 89. Solza, thank you for the 12. The year. Cheers, everyone. So, I always think it's interesting how unreal Snake feels in that scene. Like, you get the... Raiden is running down the hall naked, and then he hears Snake's voice. He turns around, and you get this POV shot of him just looking down the hall like this, and there's nobody there. And then in the very next shot, they show Snake appearing out of nowhere, right in front of Raiden. But right before that, they give you a shot to show that there's nobody there. And in the script for the game, they reinforce this even more. In the notes beside the dialogue, it says Snake's bandana ripples in the air despite the absence of any breeze. Despite the absence of a breeze, you know, highlighting how unreal it is for his bandana to be rippling in the air. And then, of course, in our next scene, he talks about his infinite ammo. And in the final scene of the game as well, how he appears out of thin air in front of Raiden and then disappears out of nowhere right after too. There are a few scenes with Snake at the end of the game here where he just feels like quite unreal. Appearing as the ultimate badass again. We haven't seen him in this outfit since the tanker. His bandana isn't rippling in the breeze anymore. He should be clean shaven here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's such a cool little touch as well, that you can breathe on the camera if you get close to him. Yeah, he should be clean shaven here, but this is a bug in the HD collection. He's only clean shaven on the codec.
Teach yourself how to handle the blade. You're going to...
All right.
This is something I think they fixed for the Master Collection, right? Yeah, hopefully with some patches and whatnot, we'll be able to go back to the Master Collection. But right now, fuck it, when it's not with all those audio problems. He doesn't blush like Meryl. That would be amazing. Of course, they give Snake a larger health bar as well. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more health. We always arrive at this section with a little bit drained from our health bar as well, when Olga punches us in the balls. Although I guess we could have had a ration as well. We are on extreme. Another thing which is interesting is Snake's ass in comparison to Raiden's ass. This was one of Kojima's demands when creating the game, that Snake have a more perfectly rounded ass than Raiden. No joke. And it's true. Look at Raiden's flat ass in the sneaking suit compared to how Snake looks. Snake with his lovely corset as well.
Damn, kid.
That's the Colonel, by the way. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. In the script, it says it's the Colonel, too. It's not Solidus. Don't let any of these weirdos tell you otherwise. Any of these lunatics. Yeah, the Colonel just laughs here. Snake should have Kojima's dog tag. Yeah. I love Snake's reaction to the amount of Metal Gears as well. 25. How are we gonna manage that? You know, we've got Stinger missiles. I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. That's all you need. What? As long as you have enough stingers, you can take down as many Metal Gears as you like.
Damn kid.
But there's another crazy little detail here regarding Snake's beard. He shaves if you give him the shaver early on in the game.
Teach yourself how to...
But he can also grow his beard back. He can also grow his beard back. So right now I'm going to save. And what we're going to do is we're going to stop playing the game for a week. Then we're going to come back. We're going to quit out of the game. I'm just going to set the clock forward on my console. You might be seeing a green screen right now. I think it's actually less than a week. I don't think you have to put it forward a full week. I'm just going to put my clock forward by a year because I'm lazy. Hold on one sec, guys. So yeah, I just put my clock forward. Do I have a beard? Yeah, I do have a shitty little beard right now. I mean, it's probably a bit thicker than Snake's full beard. No, maybe around the same, actually. It's probably around the same as Snake's beard in this. Yeah, my beard is a bit messy at the moment. Buckachee and chicka bomb bomb. Hey, what's up, Apache? So now when we go back into the game after putting our clock forward, check this out. When I call Snake again on the codec.
Teach yourself how to handle the blade. You're going to need it at some point. Move the right stick to control the blade. Move the right stick up and down.
His beard is back. What an insane little detail that is. Snake's beard will grow back. Yeah, no, my beard is a good bit thicker than his right now, actually. Yeah, I think a lot of people, people mainly associate these sorts of mechanics with MGS3, stuff that's tied to the in-game clock. But MGS2 has a few things like that as well. Snake's beard, the aesthetic of the VR missions as well will change depending on the time of day. If you're playing VR missions in the evening, it'll have a sunset kind of a glow to it. I think there are different visuals for day, evening, and night for VR missions. Maybe there's just day and night. I think there might be 3. There's also something on NG Plus when you go to Ames's section. I really need to do a playthrough on NG Plus and fuck around with that. But the hostage room where you find Ames, that area will change significantly on NG Plus, depending on your time of day. Like if you go into the room at a certain time of day, it'll just be full of Jennifers. It'll just be full of women or full of grannies. Yeah, there's weird shit related to that hostage room. Okay. Get out of here, Kiefer. Shit! Right. Put on your body armor. Wait, what? Say that again? Jaco, to say what again? Go on my whole fucking speech about time of day mechanics? There are things in the game that change depending on the time of your system's clock.
Come on, time to go.
The visuals of the VR missions.
If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you alright?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Thanks, Otacon. Alright.
Catch.
Oh! DRK, what were you doing with all this ammo? I have some stun grenades, at least. Ah, fuck. Ah. Catch up, Snake. I'm probably gonna get... Oh, okay. I thought he would have caught me there. Should have thrown another stun.
Catch.
Yeah, give me some rations. Thank you. I just want to have fun with my sword.
Take the item.
Variety level 7. Shoot down the space invaders. Training will have to be postponed if we are invaded by UFOs.
The blood effects are so good here. No. You can parry their bullets just by swiping the sword. Like that. See?
Snake, there's a fork in the conveyor belt. The machine is automatically sorting cargo according to some system. Take a good look at the device.
It's often a better option than to hold L1. You can also parry them by holding L1. But sometimes you're better off to do it like this. Raiden moves forward with each swipe as well.
I can't believe it. That someone who has committed all those twisted acts in the woman's bathroom would make it this far. Well, this is the end of the world.
So yeah, to unlock that call, you have to have done all the previous Easter egg calls in the bathroom. Actually, not all of them, but some of them. Ooh, Jesus.
Big boss here. Enter the track on the bridge to the right. Over.
Oh, Jesus. We're doing a lot of stabbing.
Communicator Entertainment Program, Idea Spy 2.5, Episode 1, New York. Here in the city where dreams come true and desires rule, something is being bought, sold, and thrown away, even as we speak. But behind the scenes of business as usual, the nefarious J.E. Corporation lines its already bloated coffers with profits from worthless products. As J.E. swindles yet another innocent into purchasing high-priced junk, the FBI mobilizes a top-secret task force to put a stop to the menace. Now, the city's best-kept secret spy is out there, briefed and ready to protect the people from J.E., the catalog of conspiracy. Just call him 2.5.
So sick. Ghost Babel tie-in there. Love the way he narrates it. Love the sudden transition back to the original theme here as well.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The Colonel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The Colonel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy!
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the Colonel's behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden!
Is this what Olga was talking about?
W45A EV. Caution, always grab onto rail while stepping down. Do not step close to borders, risk of severe injury. Watch out for red alarm indicating excessive weight on platform. Inspected and proved by experts. Caution, do not stand too close to center. Really enigmatic area, this. All the Tengus we fight in this next section, they come running out of those doors up there. That door, the one on that side, that's where they all come from. That's where they all spawn from. That's the ladder we climb that leads up into the next area where we fight the Metal Gear Rays after this. What's interesting is that it seems to become a sort of virtual hologram as he climbs up through it. When we reach the next section of the game, the Arsenal Gear Rectum, that sort of VR platform, if you look down while standing on that platform, you can see ladder steps, but they look holographic. And here we can't really see up to the next area, we just get this white light. But yeah, it's really interesting how he just appears on that platform after this area, seeming to climb through it almost. This looks like some kind of elevator as well. Looks like it could be brought up to where the rectum is. Maybe that's what EV stands for. Go, round 2.
Weapon mode SOCOM level 1. Destroy all targets to reach the goal. Number of targets, 3.
3, yeah, sure.
I say again, your duty is to infiltrate Zanzibar Lab and seize Kill Mark, an abducted Czechoslovakian biologist.
Don't push.
No. Snake. Fuck it, I'll take a ration. Don't worry, it'll be over soon.
Snake, they've input both detonation codes. The only way to stop the launch now is to use the card key to re-input the codes.
What's the condition for this Fish and Mailed event? It happens every time. And I think it's just after you kill a certain amount of them. Or maybe it's just when a certain amount of time passes in this section. 2 of them will always trigger during this sequence. And it's just supposed to be another part of the AI fucking up. That screen is another part of GW. And all of that code that you see on the screen represents your stats and your performance. It shows you your kill count, your continue count, camera coordinates, the amount of times you've saved, the amount of ammo that you've used, your grip gauge. That's what all those things mean underneath continue and exit. All that code. So the virus is affecting the kernel AI in that part of GW. That's why the kernel is fucking up, because the virus is making GW go haywire. And that's also why the mission failed screen is fucking up, because that is also a part of GW. It's just the virus affecting different parts of GW. Ah!
That reminds me. I saw Kubayama the other day in Chiboni. He said he'd give you his bets. Snake, take the power plant out. Set C4 explosives on 4 key points to destroy the structure. Snake, destroy the power plant's main turbine. It's located in the B1 floor of the plant. Break into the B1 floor.
I would say so, F Cloud. Kojima loves playing around with names like that. Giving names double, triple meanings. You never hear him refer to anything other than Colonel throughout the entire game as well. He's never once called Roy or Campbell. It's always just Colonel.
Raiden? I'm eating right now. Get back to me later.
I think that's the only time you see him with that chewing animation.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, naught's had, all's spent. Where our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy, or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Whoop! Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Snake. Remember what de Gaulle said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
Oh shit. That was amazing. It's random, the behavior you get from him during these calls. Like the way he twitched out there, that won't always happen during that call. So it's always a treat when he goes fucking ballistic like that. There's another fuck up in the HD collection though. You're supposed to see his Ghost Babel portrait flash on the screen during that as well. And you do, but it's like shrunken down to the point where you can barely see it. Oh shit.
You seem to get a real thrill out of slaughtering the enemy. Are you frustrated about something? You wouldn't be trying to give yourself a bogus score using some ingenious trick, would you? That's just about as low as anyone could possibly stoop. I can't believe you sometimes.
No, I'm not cheating. The Colonel's just trying to make me look bad. I haven't been cheating at all. I can't believe you sometimes.
Actually, there is something.
Same one.
fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting with you, Solid Snake.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival, it was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real. No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Here we go. 20 rays, or the damage equivalent to 20 rays. More than 20 will appear. At the start, we can just go around in a circle like this. then once we deal a certain amount of damage, this guy jumps up and things get crazy. Ah. Oh, I did actually get the mouth there. Nice. Ah. So, there's like a little meta game in this boss fight. You know, normally you shoot them in the leg so they open their mouth, which then allows you to deal way more damage to the mouth. But the rays will also open their mouths by themselves without needing a leg shot. And that's how you really deal quick damage to them. By taking advantage of those moments where they just open their mouths by themselves without the need for a leg shot. But to really take advantage of all those moments, it's tough. That's what you'll see speedrunners do. They're just like, it's just like mouth shot after mouth shot after mouth shot, getting them into these crazy loops where they're opening their mouths constantly. There we go. See, there's an example of a free mouth shot. They will always open their mouths by themselves when they first spawn into the area. See how you can see them in the background there, lined up? Whenever a new one comes into the arena from the background, that's the first thing that they will always do. They'll always open their mouth. Another one. Ah! Close. We good? He's gonna open his mouth, yeah, but I'm not positioned properly. Now this guy, come on, open it up. And again, nope. Let's equip a ration just in case. Oh, really?
Lolly lule low. Lolly lule low. Lolly lule low.
Nice. Again. Didn't land properly. You get 5 of each letter. You'll see now we're on the B's, B03, B04, B05, and then we'll get C, C1 through 5, and then we'll get D. Ooh, that's too early, I think, yeah. Being a bit careless here. Bam, bam.
I'm not home right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep.
I'm gonna jump up. Ah, I changed the targeting. Yeah, we're like halfway through now. Yes, open up. Am I going to catch him? Ah, no. Nice. Beautiful.
Mind the gap. Infiltrate, no doubt.
Ah. Nice, we have like 4 left. Oh, beautiful. Big damage. Another mouth shot. Oh, thank God.
It's no use.
I expected a little more fight than that, Jack. So you decided to show yourself.
Olga, don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family.
Huh?
I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
You have to.
Olga!
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on? What's wrong with it? GW, it's out of control. What?
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines! Damn the Patriots! You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Snake?
Bring him in. Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Here we go.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training, Colonel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the President, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were ramming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology. Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
How's this then? Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead. No! No! No, not now!
I've been waiting for this!
It can't be.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid! Stop this thing!
Hey, Snake! You coming?
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles, cloned from our father with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best. And you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul-searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now, we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for Solid Snake Simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents. I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free. I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
Here we go. Let's finish it. What do you got, Solidus? Nope. Nope.
What the?
So you can just straight up block a lot of what he throws at you with L1. That one, the one that goes straight. The tentacles that go underneath, that go for your legs, you can't block those because they're too low. You can block all the mids, not the lows. Oh, that was a big one. One cool thing about Solidus is that his missing eye actually factors into the fight here. He is weak to that side.
Take this!
Say if I go around to that side where his eye patch is, it'll land. If I went to his other side, he would have blocked it.
Take this!
Oof. See?
Let's go!
You can also slice his missiles like that with the sword if you want to get really stylish. Oh!
okay? How's your murdering going?
Pretty good.
Be strong. Whatever happens, don't forget that my life's at stake too. Try to do something for me for a change.
So here I actually want him to block, so I'm going to his good side. If you do that, you can get him in a loop like this. Phase 2.
Good work, Jack. This is where it gets interesting.
Right, you have to beat Solidus.
I'm on fire.
This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game, exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
You're about as low as it gets.
Tell him, Raiden.
What? You want to save? Honestly, you only rely on people when it's convenient for you. Okay, get back to your murdering. You're doing this to save me, right? Don't deny it. I've done so much for you, haven't I? See ya.
Thank you, Rose.
Raiden, take Solidus down. Think about Olga's child and your Rosemary. You must win.
Oh. I forget how she reacts. No, she doesn't have any more unique calls, but what's her standard reaction here?
What? You want to save? Honestly, you only rely on people when it's convenient for you.
Oh, she just repeats it, okay.
Be strong.
Oh, you get a slightly shortened version of it though. Okay. Ah! Rah! Ah! Oh, and it wasn't the last hit. Fuck. Fuck! Woo! Oh! I didn't mean to finish him like that, but that was kind of cool. Have a fucking Cuervo, Solidus.
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you. By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before.
Wow. Rude.
I'll pick my own name, and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up, we have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above and think, what am I made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or am I filled with love? I walk by myself on the streets below and ask every child I know, do you think tomorrow will bring sun or rain? Which one of these will show? I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend. I keep holding on till the end. Out of the darkness, there is no other way than the light leading to yesterday. It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away. I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
Thanks for watching, everyone. MGS3 coming up next, right after the credits. Stick around.
from you to me. I fall to my knees, I cry and I cry. Love, do not pass me by. Happy ever after, please stay for a while. Make time refuse to fly. I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend, 'cause I know how good it has been. Facing forever, here I stand, come what may. Bring the old, bring the new, yesterday. It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away. I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disk.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
There we go, fools. 18 hours 47 this time. We've done longer ones. Sometimes they go over 20, just about 19-ish. But still a pretty beefy playthrough. 48 saves, 27 continues, 37 alerts, 168 kills, loads of kills, as the Colonel commented on. You seem to get a real thrill out of slaughtering the enemy. Are you frustrated about something? 15 rations? Yeah, it's always going to be messy for these big playthroughs. There we go, there we go. Panther, oh, adorable. What an adorable image for the Panther. There we go. Now, let me thank some people here before we continue. What was the dog tag name? I named him Malak at the start of the playthrough. Andy, thank you very much for the 10. Amfixa, thank you for the 80. Kiddo, thank you for the 3. Man, Twitch's emotes are all over the place these days. It seems like they're just like randomly breaking. Or maybe it's on 7TV's end. Like, I'm not seeing the Malak emotes for some reason, but I'm seeing the Christmas Malak. Maybe all my 7TV emotes are fucked. I don't know. Surplus Toaster, thank you for the 70. Jackal, thank you for the Prime sub. Dread Pirate, thank you for the 19. Master with the 89. Anyone else? Solza, I think we're good. I think we're up to date. Cheers, everyone. We don't need to save. So, do I want to go straight into MGS3 or do I want to have some fun with the special theater? For those of you that don't know, this is where you access In the Darkness of Shadow Moses. First, you get the review for In the Darkness of Shadow Moses here. Then you get The Shocking Conspiracy of Shadow Moses by Gary McGolden, which is also pretty long, 129 pages. Small pages with big text, but still. And then finally, when you go through all the pages, you unlock In the Darkness. I should do another reading of this sometime soon. It's been a while now. I don't think I did one last year. I think it's been a couple of years now since I've read through these on stream. But yeah, that's where you access them. I think DRK was playing around with the Fortune one earlier, so I won't show that one. Yeah, let's go for the classic here. Oh shit. She means business. I like this snake tuxedo. Get him, Granny. Oh.
Respond!
Snake's face there.
What are you?
Today. Or rather, 6.
Get down!
Oh shit!
Where is he?
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Yeah, Queen?
Are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I
Granny.
tell you what I found.
Look at the moves.
Something interesting.
central unit with the President.
Be right there.
All right. We'll do a couple more. Ah, I wish I could turn the soldiers into Otacon here.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Here they come. Oh shit, I love the backpacks. Wow, impressive in heels.
Stupid machines!
Oh!
Damn the Patriots! You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Snake?
Bring him in.
Okay, one more. I'm not sure if I ever watched the granny jump off here. This might not be too interesting. That doesn't look like Granny. The initial model is still Snake, and then he turns into the Granny. Will he only turn into the Granny when the stealth camo gets busted? Hopefully when he switches to stealth camo, we can tell that it's the Granny's proportions. Oh, Granny! That's Granny. Yeah. Granny, your dress is showing. Someone tell her. Oh! Oh shit! The heels!
Our boy is right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
Oh, what a shot. Cool. Okay, one more. One more. Amazing. All right. Let's play some MGS3, shall we? Let me quit out. You're a fool. Thank you for the 100